Let's grab the sword. And we could chump block, I guess. Is always a really good option. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thanks for taking the time to support the channel. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already done so. I want people doing that obsessively, right? It really helps the exposure of the video. And of course, I do my best to give back for your help. We'll be giving away not only 500,000 gems, we've been doing that for a while. If you're still unfamiliar, definitely check that out in the Discord. And also at 35,000 subs, I'll be giving out a complete rare playset to the D&D expansion, which is cool. So do not miss out on that. Today, we will be playing Vecna's Cosmic Blackstaff, which is a new deck that I'm working on. We're just in the play queue, but we're having a ton of luck with it. And with your guys' help today, we're going to make this a top competitive deck. It feels very, very good. There's a lot of interaction, but I think together collectively, we can turn it up just a little bit more. So we're going to break down the deck list, talk about our strategies, synergies, showcase the gameplay footage, and then collectively together wrap up again with where we think the deck will go in the future. So thank you so much. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and be sure to check out INTOTHEAM. They provide all of the swag that I'm always wearing for the show. You can get a 10% off and help support the channel through the INTOTHEAM link within the Linktree link description below, or you can give it a Google. With that all out of the way, let's get into the deck and take a little peeksies. Alrighty then, Vecna's Cosmic Blackstaff, 2.1 average mana value with 22 non-creatures and 15 creatures. 23 land to support the lighter curve, and there's no MDFCs here, but again, the highest mana value card that we will be playing is 4, and we can even, kind of get around that by sacrificing a 3-drop. Now, what do I mean by sacrificing a 3-drop? How do you do that? Well, through Oswald Fiddlebender, which is what the deck was built around. A 2/2 for 2 mana value. Magical Tinkering. We can pay 1, tap the Fiddlebender to sacrifice an artifact, searching our library for an artifact card with mana value equal to +1 of the sacrificed mana value of the artifact. And then we get to put it right into the battlefield and shuffle only at sorcery speed, right? So this is really cool. We can always be upgrading our artifacts, right? So we have 1 mana value artifacts, we have 2 mana value artifacts, we have 3 mana value artifacts, and then finally 4 mana value artifacts. So that's why I mean you can potentially play, one of these 3-drop artifacts on turn 3, not get your 4th land, and still get your Cosmos Elixir out on pace, which is really cool. And that's the objective here. We want to get Cosmos Elixir out on turn 4 as consistently as possible, right? This is going to allow us to gain life every turn. If we're above 20 life, or our starting total, which I guess would be 21, we'll actually get to draw. If not, we'll gain life. This is very cool. We can kind of synergize that life gain through the Eye of Vecna if we want. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and lose 2 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card and lose 2 life again, right? So we can kind of get that going. If we get above 22, we've got 26, 28 life because we're stacking Cosmos Elixirs. Now we can kind of get a draw from the Elixir, and we can get a draw from the Eye of Vecna, which is really, really cool. We can also draw through the Ingenious Smith. It's a 2 mana value 1/1, my favorite card in the deck. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them, put it into your hand, and then the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Ingenious Smith. This ability triggers only once each turn. So it's a body that pulls you a card and gets stronger as the game goes on. Very, very cool. It's not uncommon to have it be a 6/6, a 7/7, because we have so many artifacts in the deck. Every turn, it's going to get +1/+1, which is very, very cool. So that's kind of the majority of our draw value in the deck. Of course, we do have, I guess, creature value, or, I guess creature value. I don't know how else to explain it. Dancing Sword for 2. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. The equip cost is 1, so it's going to be 3 total to get it in play and equipped. However, when equipped creature dies, you may have Dancing Sword become a 2/1 construct artifact creature token with flying and ward 1 if you do it isn't an equipment. So, of course, if it dies, that will trigger the Smith because it's entering the battlefield again. It will have ward, which is cool as well. And I like that, right? So when it dies, you get the creature, which is great. And I call that creature value, right? So you're pushing up one of your creatures, most notably probably your Silver Raven, a 1/1 for 1 with flying. It's an artifact, which means you can sacrifice it as well to pull out a 2 mana value whenever it enters the battlefield. Scry 1, right? So the main objective here is to have artifacts with enter the battlefield effects that we can sacrifice, right? So the Raven is our 1-drop with an ETB effect. We also have Portable Hole as a 1-drop with an ETB effect, exiling mana value, non-permanent, 2 or less that our opponent controls. If you can get a token, they won't get it back, right? So take a token with the hole if you can, and then sacrifice the hole to upgrade it. We also have the Blackstaff of Waterdeep. Now, you probably won't be sacrificing this because it's one of the main cards in our deck. A legendary artifact for 1, you may choose not to untap it at the beginning of your untap step. We can animate a walking statue for 2, and tapping it, one of the artifacts that we control will become a 4/4 artifact creature token. And, that's really cool as long as the Waterdeep Blackstaff remains tapped. There's a lot of words going on here. Woof. So that's cool, right? So we're playing a lot of artifacts, and we can make our artifacts become a 4/4, which is pretty cool to apply a little bit of a pressure to our opponent. Moving on, we have the Cloister Gargoyle for 3/04, enter the battlefield, venture into a dungeon, right? So typically I'm going Dungeon of the Mad Mage to gain life, to outpace any aggro decks, and it's also a very nice defender. If you complete a dungeon, they will receive +3/+0 and have flying, which is cool, but you might not get there, right? Book of Vile Darkness, we don't cast this, we play it for free from our library through the Fiddlebender by sacrificing a 2 mana value artifact. It, of course, at the beginning of your end step, if you lost 2 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So it's one of our highest priority cards to get out because it's going to allow us to create those zombies, go wide, have defenders against the aggro decks, right? We can also tap it to exile it and both other Vecna artifacts, the Eye and the Hands, to create a 8/8 black zombie god creature token with indestructible and have all triggered abilities of all exiled cards, which is pretty cool. So it's got, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 life. It has the equipped card, right? And it's already equipped, which is pretty crazy. So that's nice. So the Book of Vile Darkness is very good. You're playing that through Fiddlebender, and then you're also pulling out your Eye of Vecna, your Hand of Vecna, and then making that 8/8 indestructible, which is really cool once you've gone wide with all of those zombies. You can force yourself to lose life, like I said earlier, through Eye of Vecna. That's going to trigger the Book of Vile Darkness, which is really cool. We also can mitigate the life lost through Potion of Healing. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, sack it to gain 3 life. What else do we have? That's it. That's all we've got. Of course, the Hand of Vecna. At the beginning of combat on your turn, equipped creature or creature you control named Vecna gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Equip is pay 1 for each card in your hand, or 2. So that's nice. And, it combos well through the draw of Cosmos Elixir late game. We have 2 Hall of the Storm Giants, a 7/7 with Ward 3 for 6. Very nice. And a single copy of Cave of the Frost Dragon, a 3/4 for 5. Not quite as nice, but still very good. That's the deck. I personally really, really like it. I think that it can get a little bit better, but I think we're off to a very good start. Of course, we'll use all of the community's collective help to try to improve it in the future. And this is Vecna's Cosmic Blackstaff version 1. Thanks for watching the Deck Tech. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel to get in on our contests and giveaways, and check out the link tree to help support the channel and maybe get some sick Into the AM swag for yourself as well. Enjoy. Going first, the land seems nice here. We have our Fiddlebender as well, which is really cool for me. And we'll play our Blackstaff, which, is some late game value as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's possible, but we'll get there on our own time. Do we want to annihilate this? Probably not. Let's just take a draw. Looking at the top 4, grabbing 1, Dancing Swords is ideal. The Spirit can be annoying too. And they could attack if they wanted. They don't. They stay defensive. Should we go straight for it? Probably. So it's going to be a 3/2. Sorry, a 4/2 because of the Smith's ability. 4/3? Yeah. Basic math. My best skill, right? It's a talent of mine. Oh my gosh. But regardless, the play line is cool. It works. 3 available mana. The spirit could get pretty annoying. I think we're going to portable hole that spirit, because no matter how many times they dump into it, it's still a 1 mana value non-land permanent. So we could take that easily. Don't shoot there, did this to me. So the sword doesn't make the creature, which is super Sag Town. But I think we can go Fiddlebender. Equip the Raven. Swing in for 3. And then we should just take our value while we can get it. Right? Spending our mana effectively. And this is like playing out nice. Again, we're doing this in the play queue for a reason. I'm not entirely sure how competitive this would be, but it is a new deck archetype that we've not seen in a long time, and it's working, right? So it seems really, really cool. It's to the point where we could sacrifice things. Let's get that land in there. I don't know what we would want as a 2-drop necessarily. We could just make this a 4/4 instead, and then they could not kill it yet. I think that's our best bet. So let's push the hole up into a creature, right? And that's fairly pleasant for us. You know, we're keeping the Artificer back to potentially sack something, but I don't think we will. I think we're just going to play that other sword. The double block doesn't stop us. So they just push up their spirit. Now they grab a snowland or a snow permanent. They do not seem to find one. And then Swords is back in play. Again, I should say a second copy of it. We have the Cosmos Elixir, which is going to help the draw. Actually, maybe not, because we're going to get attacked here. Or do they play defensively? Untap, decline. Keep that out as a creature. I think we want to tap this and these 3 as well. And then we still have the blue source up for the Raven. Or should we equip? The equip isn't bad. The equip can blast through that quite nicely. It can also help our hole. I say we push up the hole. The double block is probably worth it in our benefit, is it not? Right? Because this already has mana sunk into it, and they'll just get the 1/1. No, so we just trade off. We gain 2 life. We could defend with the bird in this scenario, and I think I actually will, because we're going to get that token from the Dancing Sword back, and then our life's above 20, so we can actually get the draw off of our next Elixir trigger. So at this point, I think I'm just like kind of hanging out. Their 3rd Ascendant Spirit. Holy moly. Holy Toledos. So we're going to decline this. What's our most favorable 2-drop? I guess just more Dancing Swords, right? Grab the Scry. This can go. And then we're gonna sack the Raven immediately. And I think it's just more Dancing Swords. Or we could go into just the draw combo. But this is going to get pretty nasty. We really need to defend against that. And it's also in the air, which means the Raven is pretty far behind. Let's grab the sword. And we could chump block, I guess. Is always a really good option. Planes can go. And now I still think it's advantageous for us to swing in with the 6/5. We're keeping the Raven back. I'm happy to trade with the 6/6. So there's no dice there. And now what we can do is equip the sword over to the Raven. And the Raven can defend the spirit. We get a draw. It's a land. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it doesn't matter. So tell me you've seen that deck before, right? You know, maybe you're older than I have, you played more Magic. But as far as the Arena life cycle so far, I have not once built a deck like this, and I've been playing literally the entire time. So I enjoy it. It is a little awkward, and maybe, just maybe, the Ascendant Spirit is something that should be in our own deck. It's not an artifact, so I get it, but regardless, as soon as I seen this Oswald Fiddlebender, I knew that there was something special to be done, and you know, I think that we're on the right track. All right, our opponent plays first. We'll keep 7. No blue source, but we do have the Smith, and I like the Smith. That blue land would have been much better, though. So we've seen a nice win. We've seen a close loss. Let's get blown out of the water this match, right? Vandal. Woof. Let's take a nice draw. The hole takes care of the Vandal. Cool. I think we should go offensive first and put the sword on. It's going to be a 2-2, 4-3. They make a shapeshifter. This fights us eventually, hey? Yeah, no blocks. I think we had enough time. We could even also hole whichever one they push up. Any number, hey? So they're both going to be 4/4s. Brutal. I guess the life gain through the quill would be very good. Can we get a 4th land off the top, please? Oh, that's good for them. That kind of stops our attack. So we take the token because then they won't get it back, right? It's just good base value. And then I guess we just kind of go wide with the creature. They just have the kill on us. So I'm going to swing in. Right. Choose up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Each creature with power 4 or greater you control deals damage equal to its power to that permanent. So we're going to get hit for 4 here. That's why we swung in on the damage. What? Sorry. Well, I guess we'll win this game. The play queue. It's like I'm playing against myself. Let's just send out the hearts. You have 2 options. You can send out the hearts in a scenario like that, or you can send out the evil laugh. I'll send out the hearts, right? We don't want anyone to be too upset. That was glorious, though. So we push up our Smith. What would they have for 1 white mana? I don't think anything. Then we equip to the Fiddlebender. Hit for 10. Alright, just for 4. We got so lucky there. So lucky. Typically, I'm the one always misplaying. So it's nice to actually get a little bit of an advantage. Paragon's good. They might just outpace us in the air. Wow. So we could chump block with the Raven. Get this out for no reason. We have life gain through the potion. It's too bad we only have 1 chump blocker. Let's just swing in for 6. They'll block with 1 of them. If I swing in for both, they just block 1 and then have lethal. Is the thing. We get the scry and we can push in the hand. Doesn't gain... Oh, we can gain 1 life from this. So that's maybe not that bad. We could even sack that for a 3-drop, which we don't really need. I'd rather keep the creature buffed up. I mean, the Hand of Vecna is not how we're going to win this match. That's kind of like a combo card for us, but... I'll block this. I don't mind at all. Just saves us that 1 turn that we wanted. Oh, okay. So this pushes the Smith up to 8. And then we just swing in and force them to block, right? I guess we could almost swing in with both at this point. No. Let's just play smart. Right, we were given a blessing. Let's not mess that up. We can sack the hole for free with the Fiddlebender as well. The defense of the Fiddlebender is more important to us right now, but I want to grab that healing potion. The Squad Commander's okay. They don't have haste. Let's just throw out a nice blocker. We gain 1 life. Right, it's pretty close, so we need to be careful on that. And we'll throw this in after. Let's swing in for 9, pull the block on the 1/1. We can't do it this turn. We need the blocker still. back to 7. I think we definitely need the quill. Like, if we could put the quill on something, we'd have a ton of life. They get a nice draw there. That's not good for us. Down to 4. That's not good either. Okay. Let's get Vecna out as a creature. I don't really want to play this at all. I don't want to lose 2 life, right? And it is to the point where it's like, okay, we need to attack. Just apply as much pressure as we can. They're definitely holding on really nicely. Sentinel's another blocker. Okay, they have something else for 3. Another Spoils the Adventure. Nice. Gaining life around all that as well. Right. That's 6 life they've gained. That really, really helps them. Dang, man. Decline that. Keep it as a creature. Raven's good. It blocks Lavinda for a turn. Linvala, not Linvinda. Oh, gosh. The hole is amazing. Well, is it? It's a 3-drop. Let's toss that. All right. I mean, they're taking it nice and slow. We get 4 damage in, which is great. I'm not willing to risk the eye anymore. You know, maybe if we can get up to like 7 or 8 again, but all it takes is them to play another flyer. We do block Linvala this turn with our Silver Raven. We can only activate this as a sorcery, which has been holding us back. They kill the Cosmos Elixir, guaranteed. Shoot. That actually is quite upsetting. Good for them. Oh, wow. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Maybe we should have just tried to combo them. Right? And got Vecna out and about 8/8 indestructible. Because this is looking pretty dirty. This is like a very, very good game. It's a full party because of the shapeshifters, right? So they all have indestructible. You may as well attack with everybody, right? Oh, goodness gracious. This sucks. Taking 4. And they have reach too. Maya, your wheel is broken. You cannot go on it. Don't even try. Oh, this sucks. It just does not work. It just does not work. Should we just kill ourselves? Should we just kill ourselves? Probably. Let's go for it. I mean, they only need to block 2 of them. They could have left one hit. Yeah. But what if I have something? What if I have something? Right? I don't. I don't. They just have lethal. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm an absolute dingling. We could have survived. I'm such a dingling. And we only have one blue mana. If we had a second blue mana, we could survive. But this won't do it. Oops. Let me just kill myself instead. No! They won't let me counter myself. Or kill myself. You jerk. Good game. They had a misplay, and then they stuck with it, and they did get the win, which was pretty cool. I think I might have misplayed there at the end, but I'm not sure if it would have helped us that much at all at the end. Our opponent plays first. Not really a great hand, in all honesty. Keep 7. I mean, the land is good in it. Can't complain there. This might actually be a black source. Ayo! Do we lose the Smith? Do we lose the book? It makes sense to take the book or the Smith, in my opinion. They take the Smith, which is the better of the two. Let's draw a card here. Maya's trying to run on her broken cat wheel. Literally, a wheel came off today. You see it's like wobbling really bad. I gotta fix that later on. Maya, take it easy, girl. You're gonna hurt yourself. Let's venture. We don't mind that. Do we want to go with the quickest venture and just have these be 4/3s? Because it doesn't look like we need life. Try it. Maya, that's too quick on a broken wheel. I literally have to get this done just so she doesn't hurt herself. I got the email notification last night. New rollerblade wheels are in. So she's going to be pretty pleased later today. I'm excited for her. I guess, just like keep going on. We'll venture again. I don't want to sack the creature. And they don't have anything to sack really either. Not that they have to. We will discard a land here. We don't mind that. And then we could sack this to gain life instant speed. And that's good for us. Let's leave it there in case we want to sack it the old-fashioned way. This is great news, but do they have more bindings? I guess we can risk it for the biscuit. I think we have enough land for the cave dragon as well soon, which is nice. Pass our turn. Up to 21. Death touch isn't a problem. I'm just worried about another binding. Oh. That's not good. Very bad, in fact. We need to top deck a land so we can smash with the dragon. We definitely need a land.
There has to be an answer here.
Nice. Very lucky. I mean, it's still not good, but it's better than not. This might save us, too. We need to kill Professor Onyx, though, like, a while ago. And here comes Binding of the Old Gods.
Never thought I'd miss
No! Oh, it's a skeletal swarm. Bad news bears, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hopefully grab a third Cosmos Elixir. We're not going to have enough to outpace these skeletons soon. Land, we have 2 swords. Third black and Vile Darkness can go out.
There has to be an
Check
answer
for
here.
traps. You know, they get into our hand again. They probably take the book, yeah. Bummer. So there goes that. I don't have much faith for this match. Let's see how it pans out. Oh, very bad. And, you know, the Magecraft is just going to gain life ad infinitum. Bad attack. What if we have something with haste? Oh! More skeletons. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they have enough to pay the ward, I'll freak out. I don't think they do, though. So we get the Professor. I think. Right? There's no resistance there, but hey, we're still in bad shape. We're at 21, and, you know, they're going to make so many skeletons here. Right? It's kind of disgusting. We did kill Professor Onyx, though, which is nice, right? Can't take that away from me. There's that binding on a Cosmos Elixir. Great. Really bad matchup for us, but, you know, we'll do what we can. They make, what, 3 skeletons here? Cheese and crepes. 6 damage into the hen house. Oh! And then they slay our creature. Flunk works really good with the trample skeletons. And then they check for traps again. Dang it! You are a dirty dog, my friend. Well, I got one of your skeletons, so watch out. And, I guess we could have made them attack into the 7/7, but again, we're just gonna die. We're just gonna die, mate. Brutal. Well, we could have attacked them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're gonna take 8, 16 damage. That just doesn't work. We hit them for 3. That doesn't work either. I think that's a good game. So this is both a good hand and a bad hand. The Fiddlebender is here, but we have 2 books, and they're dead, so just mulligan. Keep this, toss the eye. Do we want to toss the eye? Yeah. Keep the land. It's important that we hit this Cosmos Elixir on turn 4. Woof. Get this out right away. Take our Squirizai. 1, please. We've got that 4th land, so we don't need any land. Looking for our Fiddlebender at this point. Or maybe Vecna. That would be good for the draw. The land can go. We'll pass that out. And, yeah. Getting the land out of the way is nice. We're still sitting on 4, working our way into our Cosmos Elixir. Next turn we have the potion for a draw. Looking for our Fiddlebender. Mono Black's removal. Gross. I'm actually going to go with the Smith here. That's pretty groovy. Probably should have attacked first. You know me, though. At least I noticed it, right? They're reading it. There's a lot of text on that card. You really have to process it. It gets stronger, and it digs for a card. So very, very, very good value for a free-to-play card here. And uncommon. Right? Not hurting the wild cards at all. And, you know, I think I really like the sword. But again, if they have instant speed removal, maybe that's bad. We should have went for the venture. Let's take a removal test here. They still might want to just remove the Smith instead, though. Three mana. We do get our Fiddlebender. That's fun. So let's play the sword first. I really want to play that Fiddlebender, but let's force the removal on the Smith, then we equip to the Raven. Because the Smith grows in power and toughness here. Right, so that goes up, which is a trigger for them to remove it. And then they're not into it, so let's put this on the Raven. The lower priority creature, because if they are going to remove something, it wasn't the Smith, now maybe it could be the Raven. It's not the Raven, it's back to the Smith, because if they kill the Raven, we get a creature. So we just kind of are throwing some options their way. You know what I mean? They take the Raven anyways, and that's going to be just fine. Take action. And now we have 2/2/2s. The 2/2, or the 2/1 with flying also has ward 1. Too many 2/2s. 4 mana, you know, we're getting into that risky spot where they could just Extinction Event, or I guess not Extinction Event, Shadow's Verdict at 5. Crippling Fear at 3, -3/-3, which would still get us. Non-targeted removal gets past ward, so that's unpleasant as well. Discard 2 cards, wow. I'm going to toss the Elixir. Dang, man. I think we have to toss our Fiddlebender. Like, this is not what I want to do. At all. They get very good value out of that inscription. But I have to play this Cosmos Elixir. The other way, we're trying to sacrifice into it, which is still fine. Oh, nice. We get him right off the top as well. This pushes up our Smith to 3/3. We hit for 5. Oh! No! Double Cosmos Elixir is good, though. That's a double draw. I'll take it. I will definitely allow that. Okay. They have 3 cards left in hand. They need to drain our life. They need to get rid of these elixirs. I don't think they can do it. I think we're safe. Erebos Intervention is totally gone. They can make a sack one. I think that's about it. We're going to take that Scry one. Really good value. Also, this is an artifact creature. This goes to the bottom. We pull that out for free. It's not something we want to hardcast. And, do you think they have another? Who cares? We're drawing cards. Just whatever. I'll keep it in hand. Maybe they make us discard and we could discard that instead of something of higher priority. Dang it, we just got rid of you. The Smith is nice. Good value there. The cube takes the Fiddlebender. Good call, good call, good call. I don't not like that. And then they dissolve it immediately. Let's Smith, Dancing Sword, put the sword on the Raven. They might have removal on the Raven, but the Smith is just like such high priority because it gets stronger every turn. I guess let's just... Like, I don't want to make these a 4/4. Let's just take the Raven. Scries are good. They're not bad. Raven pushes up the Smith. We get a Scry as well. So that sets up our Elixir draw. Land can go. That's great to get rid of, right? And, I think we still push in for 1. Right, we always want to keep our life above 22 if possible. There could be double removal and an attack, right? So we could get burned, and it looks like we might. Again, we still get the double draw here at the very minimum, and that's awesome. Nothing real fire in our hand yet. Our word, you know, the one time this card's relevant. That's not a card I would run in the current meta. And we're down below 20, which is a bummer, but whatevers. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in our next land, we can activate that. As for right now, you know, let's just sort out. I don't really want a Blackstaff because I know they have removal, and I'd rather keep those. We'll Blackstaff the Eye of Vecna or the Portable Hole, potentially. Holding onto the hole as a pipe dream. Oh no. You jerk! Let's get the Waterdeep staff out. This has Summoning Sickness, and I don't really want to risk this, but they are down to the 1 card. Go for broke. Let's hit for 4. At 22, I mean, they don't want to attack at a certain point, right? They just want to chill out. Do they have more removal? That 1 card in their hand, what is it? What you got, Willis? Okay, we take 4 again. Not great, but whatever. Is it a creature? If it's another cube, I'm going to freak out. I will literally freak out if it's another cube. Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh my gosh. Good on them. And they're going to dissolve this, because why not? Why wouldn't they? They have the mana. It's not doing anything else. Take action. Oof. Oof. So that's out, and again, you know, we're just gonna push up. I think this time the Dancing Sword, it's not as high value as the Elixirs. Hit for 4. And you guys have seen it here first. The Blackstaff of Waterdeep putting in work. I really, really like it. Alright, we do not mind that. Oh, so that's good for them. Discarding the book, discarding the hole. We lose our creature, get hit for 4. Take action. That's so great. Let's take the draw. The Smith is so freaking good. We've seen it. Oh, but we whiff! We whiff. Let's get Vecna out there. Whatever, right? So we actually don't have a creature named Vecna, so I don't think we can actually equip that. Right? Like, even though we'd want to, I don't think it does anything, even though it is equipped. We have no cards in our hand. Because it's not named Vecna, I think, so it won't get the ability. The first time I've actually really had it equipped, Typically, I'm just sacking it for the 8/8 indestructible. Okay, they take it out. They take it out. That's really good for them. Again, they can't attack, though. We can slay them here, though. Like, at a certain point, it's like, have you met my giant, friend? He's only a 7/7. Get him! So the cube's dealt with, and we get a double draw here. Smooth as butter. Easy. Shadow's Verdict does nothing. That's a good game. Pow! Alright, so Vecna's Cosmic Blackstaff did not disappoint. Doing my best to make new decks for Standard 2022. I know that is what you guys want to see the most. A lot of you are done with 2021, even though it's still the actual real meta. You're just sick of it. You're tired of it. You're wanting Eldraine to leave. So I've been doing my best to provide a ton of 2022 content for you guys. I hope you've been enjoying it without it just being the mono green deck. By the time I'm done, it will be a very diverse meta. And, you know, that's going to be the bench test for many of these decks is, can we take this into Mythic? Can we beat mono green? And I think we'll do that in version 2 of the deck. But before then, what do you guys think about the deck? How can we improve it? What do we change to become a more competitive variant of what we already have and compete with those top Mythic decks that we've already seen take over the spotlight, LOL, like mono green, spotlight green. I've been at this too long today, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Again, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel to help support, get some sick swag from Into the AM through, you know, even a discount and supporting the channel through the Linktree link. And have a magical day. You know, that's what's most important to me. And we'll see you soon in the next video.